Oscar, you are so mean. Isn't it, kids? Yeah, Oscar. You're a grouch. It's like, bitch, I live in a trash can.
Hi everyone, it's Blue. Make sure you like and subscribe and go follow me on Patreon. It's only $5 a month and you get an extra video every week.
The coronavirus, the Kung flu. I said, you racist, hilarious son of a bitch. I'm supposed to say that, not you.
Oh my gosh. Today I'm going to be reacting to Dave Chappelle, and it's kind of just commentary on children like watching TV, I think.
Yeah, I've been seeing that kind of shit, man. It's what it is. They use the TV to program us from a young age. You ever watch like a cartoon that you used to watch when you were little as an adult? That shit is wild shit. Some wild shit. I mean, like I was with my nephew. We sitting there, we watching Pepe Le Pew. And I say to my nephew, I say, now pay attention to this guy because he's funny. I used to watch him when I was little. And we watched Pepe Le Pew, and I'm old now. I'm looking like, good God, what kind of fucking rapist is this guy? Like, take it easy. My nephew was sitting there cracking up. See, sometimes you gotta take the pussy like Pepe. Like, no. I had to turn the channel real quick. I turned on Sesame Street. I said, oh, Sesame Street, this is much better because now he'll learn how to count and spell. But now I'm watching it as an adult and I realize Sesame Street teaches kids other things. It teaches kids how to judge people and label people. That's right. They got a character on there named Oscar. They treat this guy like shit the entire show. They judge him right in his face. Oscar, you are so mean. Isn't it, kids? Yeah, Oscar. You're a grouch. It's like, bitch, I live in a fucking trash can. I'm the poorest motherfucker on Sesame Street. Nobody's helping me.
Poor Oscar.
Then you wonder why your kids grow up and step over homeless people. Get it together, grouch. Get a job, grouch. So don't even tell me how to get to Sesame Street. That is a terrible place. I wouldn't go there if I knew the way. Who would want to live in a neighborhood like that? Fucking 6-foot pigeons walking around. An elephant that's a junkie.
What?
Hi, bird. Yeah, that's right, Snuffy. Hi, bird, I'm sick. I need some smack, bird.
Oh my gosh.
The Cookie Monster with his eyes popping out his head, screaming, cookie, 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 like, ugh. What kind of cookies are you talking about? Chocolate chips don't do that to people. And then they had the nerve to put a pimp on there. They didn't come out and say he's a pimp, but I know a pimp when I see one. They called him the Count. Had a cake.
That person stood up. Oh, gosh, they're really feeling
You
it.
just see him pimping. Bitch, where is my money? You've been late 4 times, I've been counting. How many times must I smack you before you act right? 1, 2, 2 smacks. Oh.
Oh my gosh. That's so funny. This is hilarious. I love this joke because I totally agree. He's kind of tapping into a lot of things that makes it funny, which it's nostalgic, so everybody in the room kind of knows what he's talking about and can relate to that nostalgic feeling, but he's making it kind of R-rated because we're all adults now and we can think of it that way. So it's a really clever, good written joke. It actually kind of reminded me of Winnie the Pooh because people have actually said that they are all related or represent disorders that people have. Like Eeyore is depressive disorder, Piglet has like social anxiety disorder, Winnie the Pooh obviously has an eating disorder, so they all represent those things. And I feel like he kind of just made this like the neighborhood relating type thing with Sesame Street, except it's a little bit more, again, PG-13 or R-rated because they're all like, they have real issues like drug addictions and, you know, one of them's a 6-foot pigeon. That's an issue in itself. But yeah, like Oscar the Grouch is like this homeless person. And it was just a really funny way to relate something that you can understand more or look at a little bit differently and decipher and pick it apart with a different perspective, being an adult and actually knowing those issues exist in the world. So yeah, you can totally look at Alistair Grouch now and it's like, oh, dude, he's a homeless person.
Like a lot of people be telling me, Dave, you just gotta relax. The racism thing be bugging you too much. And I be thinking about it. Sometimes shit'll happen. A lot of black people can relate to this. Have you ever had something happen that was so racist that you didn't even get mad? You were just like, God damn, that was racist. I mean, it was so blatant, you were just like, wow. Like, almost like it didn't even happen to you. It was like a fucking movie. That was like you was watching Mississippi Burning. Wow. That happened to me. I was in Mississippi. I was in Mississippi doing a show.
Oh, no.
And I go to the restaurant to order some food. And I say to the guy, I would like to have, and before I even finish my sentence, he says, the chicken. I said, what the fuck? I could not believe it. Could not believe that shit. This man was absolutely right. I said, how did he know that I was gonna get some chicken?
So funny.
I asked him, I said, how you know that? How'd you know I was gonna get some chicken? He looked at me like I was crazy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Now, everybody knew as soon as you walked through the goddamn door, you're gonna get some chicken. It is no secret down here that blacks and chickens are quite fond of one another. Then I finally understood what he was saying and I got upset. I wasn't even mad, I was just upset. I wasn't ready to hear that shit. All these years, I thought I liked chicken because it was delicious. Turns out I'm genetically predisposed to liking chicken.
Oh no.
I said, it's whack. I got no say in the matter. I got ruined chicken for me. I'm scared to eat it in public. I want somebody to see me and say something. You know what I mean? Like, you be eating some chicken. Look at him. He loves it. Just like it said in the encyclopedia.
Oh my gosh.
Look how happy he looks. Sometimes this world be too much to deal with. That show business be crazy. That's where the cultures really collide. Show business bring a lot of races together. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. This is one thing that happens that's funny. Sometimes I'll be on a business call, right? Like with a lawyer or something. My lawyers be white, and like we'll be on a call, right? And they'll be like, "Oh, okay, Dave, we're gonna close the deal. Was that fine with you?" I'll be like, "Yeah, that's good for me. Great. You have a good weekend, Dave." I'll be like, "All right, you too, man. Peace." Oh, all right, bye.
Oh my gosh. Yes, that was a great way to end it as well. Oh my gosh. That actually kind of hurt hearing. Well, you're setting him up. I mean, you're going to tell someone peace, and this man is like, he just doesn't know what to do. Do you respond? Do you just hang out because I already said bye? And then can't say it back. So that's really funny. That's so funny and kind of awkward, but funny. He carried it more into kind of like a race thing, with people assuming that black people just eat chicken. And yeah, I don't know what it is for white people. I think it's mayonnaise. People always just think white people like mayonnaise. And I guess the point of the joke is that you would think that he would get upset, but he doesn't get upset at first. He actually is just like, oh, how did you know that? He's amazed by it, or he's agreeing that he was going to. And then he plays on it of being a stereotype, which makes it funny. But the fact that he, I guess, belongs in that stereotype because he's agreeing that not only was he going to order chicken, but he likes chicken so much so that now that he's looking at the stereotype, he's now self-conscious about eating it in public. And now he feels like he's predisposed to liking it. I actually almost didn't notice another thing, that the first time that I paused, I was speaking about Sesame Street and kids watching TV and them acting a certain way and having these perspectives. And then I'm pausing this time and realizing he completely moved on from that topic onto a new topic. And I didn't even really realize that transition, which is also super impressive because in comedy, you don't want to sound like you're scratching or really reaching to bring up your next skit or punchline or, your joke, because then it feels staged and it feels written and it doesn't feel natural. And he is so crisp and smooth at the same time that you didn't even see it happen. Like he was really having a conversation with you and you're kind of just following along with it rather than like watching him as if he's performing and you're waiting for the next thing. You kind of just ease into it and forget that that's what's happening. I totally did. I couldn't tell you how he transitioned. Overall, I of course thought that this was hilarious. I look forward to doing more Dave Chappelle. I love Dave Chappelle and I'm a huge fan of Bill Burr. So any suggestions for them, I'm totally up for. But anybody else as well that you guys want me to look into, just leave it in the comments down below. Make sure you like, follow, and share. And that's it. Until next time.